Hello, welcome to Market Avenue. My name is Edward Nyakun. Today we're going to take a look at the move by government to ensure that it's able to make sure that it block the leakages in the revenue stream in the country. And then we will take a soundbite from the unveiling of the bust in honor of the former president of Niger, Muhammadu Issoufou, and then we will zero in on the Ghana Stock Exchange performance for the week with James Afo. But before we do that, we quickly go to our sponsors. GBC. GBC says, shine your eyes. If you have money you want to remit to Ghana, the best platform to use is GBC.
Wakey, wakey.
Shine your eye.
Receive money from family and friends overseas and spend from your ZPay mobile money wallet. Dial star 270 hash now.
Surprise! It's one thing. There's a live chicken in my living room.
Sister, shine your eyes.
It's so funny.
Capital Direct.
The place direct. We go straight to have a look at our base language for today. Today, the market on the Ghana Stock Exchange has not been exciting, but let's take a look at a term by the name active market. Welcome back to Market Avenue. The performance of the Ghana Stock Exchange for this week have been mixed. We saw stock or equities like Unilever losing 3 days consecutively. And so we're going straight to the stock market to do a review of the performance of the market. And with me to do that is James Afo of CDH Securities. James, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mr.
Great to have you.
I'm also grateful.
To me, the market performance has been mixed. How do you see the market this week?
Yes, of course, as you rightly said. We've been experiencing volatility in some of the prices. Some are very, very volatile. They could change today and tomorrow they revert back. So that's been a trend for the week. Even if I'm giving to start for today in all 2 exchanges were recorded and all of them were losers. So I would say the performance of the market for today hasn't not been good than we witnessed yesterday.
All right. So which equities were the losers for this today in particular? Let's look at that.
Today we had MTN that declined in value by 0.83%. And then Unilever for the past 1 year, it has been experiencing downward trend. Today it declined in value by 9.88%. So these are the stocks that actually weigh the indicators down for today.
So Unilever continued on a losing streak. What is accounting for this performance of this huge company? I mean, the giant in the manufacturing sector in Ghana. Unilever losing 24 pesos today.
Well, I think the company itself has been experiencing some, it has been having some challenges with regards to financials. for the past 3 years, they've not been performing well. And normally the price appreciation or declining basically depends on the confidence level of investors. Normally, when you have a lot of people selling at the expense of those buying, obviously the price will come down. So that's all we are witnessing for Unilever. They've not been paying dividends, so investors have then decided to sell to realize some gain or money. And that is what we are experiencing. So basically, the excess of offer, those who are selling Unilever stock far exceed those who are buying. And this development has caused the downward trend in prices of Unilever stock that we've been witnessing for the past 1 year or so.
So in terms of composite index, how did we start this week and where are we now?
Well, this week, interestingly, we only had 3 price changes. And 2 were gainers, but Unilever declined in value by 27%. And that actually weighed the market down. So if you look at the market capitalization, it's declined by 0.07%. That of the composite index also went down by 0.16%. Financial stock index also declined by 1.02%, and the year-to-date return, which basically measures the performance of the market from January to today, also declined by 0.60%. So, well, I think the decline in value, that 27% decline in value of Unilever stock, affected the market performance negatively for the week.
Now, so let's talk about the gainers and the losers for the week.
For gainers, we had Farmeric has been doing pretty well. Last year it was the worst performance stock on the market, but this year it started picking up. One interesting thing about Farmeric is that the investors are holding them, they are holding on to the stock. They don't want to sell it. So it is even difficult or very scarce to get to buy on the market. It's actually appreciated in price by 0.75%. And Benzo oil plantation too has been performing well this year. It also went up by 6.67%. So these were the 2 gainers for the week.
Now, so the laggards are Unilever?
Unilever, yeah. We had 1 laggard, 2 gainers. But unfortunately, Unilever declined in value by 27%. And that actually affected the performance of the market negatively.
All right. So, James, thank you very much for your time this evening for giving us a review of the performance of the Ghana Stock Exchange. We're going now straight to have a soundbite from the African Continental Free Trade Area, where the former president of Niger, Muhammadu Issoufou, was honored by his peers with a bust erected at the Secretariat of the AFCTA in Accra in his honor. We're going for a soundbite from the Secretary General of the AFCTA, Wamkele Mele, and President Akufo-Addo.
The AFCFTA is a milestone for Africa's journey towards prosperity and economic development. It offers Africa an unprecedented opportunity to fundamentally transform the structure of our economy away from over-reliance on the export of primary commodities and to place our continent on a path to value-added productive capacity. Through the AFCFTA, we have an opportunity to transform the continent's landscape, the economic landscape of the continent, by creating a single market for goods, services, business, and investment.
No one has done more to ensure the coming into force of the AFCFTA than President Muhammadu Issoufou. Under his leadership, the agreement establishing the AFCFTA was signed by 54 member states of the AU, and to date has been ratified by 14 member states. Through his work, we have embarked on a journey to consolidate this continent into a single trade area, one African common market, with a population of some 1.2 billion people and a collective GDP of 3.5 trillion United States dollars, which represents a historic opportunity to unleash Africa's economic potential.
Revenue leakages in the country is blocked, And one of the moves by government is to developing a software that now can cater for all agencies, that is government, public agencies, that you can, if you want to do business with them, you go to that platform, you make your payment. And according to the Vice President, this is going to help show up government revenue by 3 billion Ghana cedis. And according to the Finance Minister, to Mr. Kemforiata, he says, since the piloting phase in June last year till now, about 624,000 persons have gotten on board this platform, with over 54,000 transactions taking place, and it's yielded about 20.2 billion Ghana cedis. We're going straight to talk to the Director General of NITA, that is National Information Technology Agency, Richard Ochiri Fosu. Richard, you are welcome.
Thank you, Edward. How are you?
Great to have you. Now, Rich,
Good to be here.
Why this platform, single platform, to ensure that people that want to do business with government agencies can access that one and make their payment?
Well, it is needed. I mean, and this is the time. Hitherto, before this platform, you had agencies having their own relationship with banks and other things. At a point in time, MMDAs may have money sitting in their account that the finance minister may not have a view on that. So we decided that, you know, if this platform is put together and everybody is on it, i.e. citizens can actually pay for government services through this platform, and the money is the finance minister has a purview of what's going on, that would definitely help. So I think it's a fantastic platform for people to discover government services, consume it, and pay for it.
Well, the Vice President indicated about 10 to 15% of government revenue are lost through thefts, inefficiencies, one way or the other. And how secure is this new platform to plug these leakages?
Well, it is secure in the sense that, you know, you're getting rid of the middlemen and doing, you know, transactions with cash. What we are saying is that anytime you want to deal with government, all the banks are connected to this platform. You can also use your mobile money, the QR code, and all that to actually help you transact with government. So therefore, you know, the money goes from you to government without any middleman participating in that transaction. And that is the key to this system. It's transparent, it's between you and the service that you are consuming.
It is transparent. Now, if give me a typical example. If I want to go and do business as Lands Commission and I have to make payment, how do I get on board this Ghana.gov platform and make payment? Okay.
So, you know, assuming, remember we said that not all the MDAs are logged on. It's a work in progress, as the Vice President said when we launched. So, for example, if the Lands Commission is on it, and you want to pay for a service with the Lands Commission, you can go to any of the banks to do so. So you go on the Ghana.gov portal, you put in all the details that you need. A transaction ID is generated for you. If you have an online banking platform, you have Momo or whatever, all you do is you pay against that transaction ID that has been generated for you. Or you can walk into any bank and make that payment, and the money hits at the end of the day when it's being settled. The money will hit the Lands Commission account and is swept into the consolidated account for the Minister of Finance to have a purview. This is a fantastic system because everybody can now do business with government. Government can see the monies that they have. And whether we like it or not, you know, if you pay tax or you don't pay tax, everybody benefits because we cut out all the wastages and the corruption, and we have the transparency that is needed.
So we're clearing out, we're doing away with the human interface. Now, one key thing that is bothering a lot of people when it comes to online business is security, cyber security. We have a lot of countries like the US, Russia, even experiencing hacking in their system. In terms of the kind of firewall we put in place, how secure are we?
I mean, the system is secure, and you know, I can also tell you as a technologist that you can never be 100% secure, because as you put in measures to protect your system, the bad guys, so to speak, are also trying to do things. As far as the system is concerned, it's very secured. The necessary redundancies have been built into it. I can't give all the details, the technical details out here, because I'll be telling people how to. But it is secure, and all the necessary redundancies are built in, so that business continuity would always happen. So the system, we hope, will be live all the time, and we continue to monitor it. Okay. What we do, Anita, is, for example, we look at all the MDAs and everything. We're constantly looking at trends. All right. Cybersecurity is not a one-time thing. It's a work in progress. You've got to proactively look at trends, look at what people are doing, and then try to fix those. So that's what's happening.
All right. So let's say sometimes some rural areas are not connected because of poor connectivity platforms. Now, if I find myself in Bumpurugu Yoyo and I want to do business with government through my maybe my phone, how can this help me there?
So apart from using the portal itself, you can also use this phone using a common YAM, using *222# *222#, and that will give you the menu items to be able to transact. If you also heard during the launch, the Vice President did say that through the Ministry of Communication and our sister and GIFEC, which is a sister agency of NITA, we are trying to extend connectivity to the rural folks so that no one is left behind, and they would also be able to join this digitalization agenda that the government is pushing vigorously. All these things were made possible by 3 key pillars, as the Vice President intimated, and that's the national ID, the existence of the national ID, and the addressing system that we have, and also MDAs and government agencies automating their systems. Okay, once you automate, the workflow process is seamless, and we are able to derive the benefits that we need to derive from this. So I'm hoping that our folks in the rural areas can also can participate by using the *222# code.
We had a finance minister saying that 3 fintechs in Ghana made this platform possible. For me, that is a great achievement. I don't know where you sit, from where you sit. Is that a case, and is that a means to encourage more others to come on board?
Absolutely. You can see me smiling. In fact, I'm so proud of this consortium, and I think this is an example for other fintechs and the young ones coming. Ghana, we don't play well together as collaborators. We do not collaborate well. But hitherto, these were 3 competing companies who decided to come together and develop this product. And this product has huge potential for export. I mean, other countries can use this product to also, serve their citizens. So I am praying and hoping, and as the Director General for NITA, one of the things, and also the regulator for the ICT space, one of the things that I intend to do, because government cannot do it by itself, right? Government cannot do it alone. So I encourage private participation, right? So this is the beginning, and I'm hoping that we can do many, many, many more of such exploits, because this has been a fantastic product. It's been a lot of work has gone into it. I was part of it from the beginning. So I know what I'm talking about when I said it's not easy to bring 3 companies together to develop such a product. They've done well, and kudos to Express Pay, Haptel, and IT Consortium for the work that they've done. And I encourage the rest to take
so how that these help us in taking advantage of the African Continental Free Trade Area?
Well, they can actually compete. I think my minister mentioned on the day when she launched that Ghana has sponsored the payment platform. Ghana is the sponsor nation and actually led the discussions in that. So the consortium can also, when we go through the trials and possibly can also lend this service, bring it to bear. That's why I said it has huge export potential. And this is that was what I was referring to as well. So this product can be used across. You know, there are a couple of things that make transacting across borders difficult. First and foremost, the payment and the settlement. Every country has its own nuances and unique ways of settling. And, you know, if you have payment systems such as this where you can use Momo and the mobile monies and everything else, and even digital currency, this could be the way to go. So I think it has huge potential for export.
So from where you sit as NITA, what kind of things are you putting in place to make sure that up-and-coming Ghanaians who are also learning technology, ICT, are well developed to be able to catch up with these three giant, I would say giant guys who have developed this software?
Fantastic question, and thank you for that. So for those who know NITA or don't know NITA, we are established by an Act of Parliament, Act 771, and an associated Act 772, for us to be the ICT regulator. But we also run the National Data Center and the Eastern Corridor Fiber and other things. We also advise on policy, standards, and frameworks and stuff. However, what we are trying to do now, and I'm just coming up with a program where we are going to, because I'm of the opinion that you cannot regulate a sector by just holding a stick, right? You've got to impact the sector positively. And what do I mean by that? So we want to offer training to the sector. We want to open up the data center, which is one of the best that I've seen in the world, right? Ghana is sitting on a gold mine with the National Data Center, which is in Accra, and a backup data center, which is in Kumasi. So we are going to encourage them to come so that they can have the platforms that they need to develop their system. You know, instead of them going to Amazon, they can come to NITA and have the virtual private servers that they need to develop whatever they need to develop. So we're going to encourage them. I mean, the fintech community is a community that I need to put my arms around them as the regulator. And we're going to work with them to get this thing done.
We're going to work with them to get this thing done. We've seen some guys all over the place doing mobile phone repairs and here and there. I don't know whether you have some plans together with your sister agencies to make sure that these guys are brought to, I mean, the level of, up to scratch, actually.
I think that is already ongoing because one of my sister agencies, GFEC, actually has been training people in this area and even women in the SME space in computer repairs and mobile telephony repairs and stuff like that. If you take the Accra Digital Center as well, they have programs for up-and-coming companies and entrepreneurs. So we're going to continue to do that with them and continue to support them. I'm looking at programs. I'm talking to OEMs and software companies, and we're seeing how we can partner to also help the up-and-coming fintechs as well. So all this is in the works, and you know, this is the time to participate with private sector and make sure that we can all benefit, and government can use the little money it has to develop the country and direct focus where it needs to focus.
Now, the 3 billion Ghana cedis that the Vice President talked about going to increase revenue by 3 billion, is it by the close of this year or in a year's time?
Oh, I'm sure by the, you know, I mean, GRA being on board alone is a major climb, but we are bringing other government agencies as well. Okay, so once you do that, then obviously the potential is huge. I think that number is based on the end of the year. I'm sure we can even cross that number, okay, by the end of the year, because so far the numbers are looking very good in terms of transactions that have passed through the system, okay. So it is more, I mean, as we said on the day, and as the Minister for Information said on the day, this is the beginning. We need to keep telling the story. We need to encourage people to, government agencies to onboard, and we need to use the system as citizens, okay? So I'm sure the potential would definitely huge as we go along.
Thank you very much, Richard Ochiri-Fosu, Director General of NITA, talking to us about the move by government to make sure that revenue leakages are plugged. And therefore, we're expecting revenue to bolster by about 3 billion cedis by the close of the year, as he's saying. So there's been Market Avenue. My name is Edward Nyakun. God willing, we'll meet next week. Remember, the best platform to use to remit currency from abroad to Ghana is ZPay. Shalom.